President Rodrigo Duterte is looking at a proposal to establish two research centers to initiate development of local vaccines. These are the Pharmaceutical Development Center and the Virology Science and Technology Institute of the Philippines, both under the Department of Science and Technology. To tell us more about this, we are now joined live via Zoom by DOST Secretary Fortunato de la Peña. Good morning, Secretary. What is the importance of establishing these two research centers, and how will it help the department in developing local vaccines?
Well, the development of vaccines requires a very good research on viruses, particularly those that are circulating in our environment. And we have no facility for that. While we have some people, in fact, we have DOST have sent people for scholarships in different areas like molecular biology, biochemistry, bioinformatics, and other fields. We have not utilized them fully. Maybe that is also one of the reasons why these people whom we train go abroad. But more importantly, I think we have to be prepared because pandemics such as what we are experiencing now can occur again in the future, and we have to be prepared. I think it is not only the vaccines that we have to pay attention to, it is also the diagnostics as well as the therapeutics that will be needed. And it's very important to keep, for example, a virus gene bank, a virus genome lab, and a virus reference laboratory. So, for example, now we are testing some natural products that we have here for the possibility of becoming therapeutics or medicines. For example, our lauric acid from coconut oil, and we also plan to study our lagundi and tawa-tawa, but we have to send them abroad for the in vitro trials because we have no facilities such as this. And this will require also the establishment of a virus high containment laboratory for the study of viruses. And may I just add that when we talk of the viruses, it's not just the virus that attacks human beings, but also those of animals. So, for example, we have the problem about ASF, and we have so many problems about viruses that attack our important crops. For example, those that attack our abaca, our papaya, our mango, etc., and our banana. So this is very important. And I really am taking this opportunity to seek for the establishment of the Virus Science and Technology Institute of the Philippines.
Secretary, now we understand that there are several groups from China and Taiwan that are collaborating to develop a COVID-19 vaccine. Can you tell us more specifically about our own local efforts toward the creation of a vaccine for COVID-19?
We have no local efforts to create a vaccine because it will take a long time and we do not have the facilities. And therefore, we thought it a wise strategy to seek collaboration with countries where we have bilateral agreements in science and technology. So, for example, immediately, as early as March 13, we wrote our bilateral partners to give us an idea what is the stage of development for anti-COVID-19 vaccines in their area. And fortunately, 5 countries responded: UK, Russia, France, China, and of course, Chinese Taipei. But they also have different stages. Okay, some are already done with animal trials, and we prefer those that have gone through the animal trials already for purposes of collaboration. At least we can already enter at the so-called phase 3 of clinical trials, which is on humans at a smaller sample, and phase 3, which will be for a very large sample of humans. And so it is fortunate that we created an expert panel group to assess the different state of development of vaccine in these countries, and it was recommended to us that collaboration with the Chinese Academy of Sciences and the Sinopharm of China, as well as the Academia Sinica and the Ad Immune Company of Taipei, will be the best bet for us. So we communicated with them, and we are in the process of preparing what is needed to execute the collaboration. We need an agreement again to do the
Mhm.
collaboration. So the first thing that we have to do is to first give them the guidelines that DOH has and our own FDA has, and of course WHO with regards to clinical trials, and of course FDA for the clinical trials in the Philippines. And from there, we will now proceed to the development of the detailed plan, and then of course we have to execute an agreement with those agencies or companies. It will require, of course, some training on our part. And prior to that, of course, we have to select the sites, we have to select the institutions which will carry out the clinical trials, and of course, the scientists who will be leading and who will be involved in these clinical trials. So at the same time,
All right.
when an agreement is done, then we have to go through the ethics review.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time this morning, DOST Secretary De La Peña.